I want to make a reference to Proverbs chapter 6, verse 17. And there Solomon writes in the Bible that there are 7 things that God actually hates. And he uses the word hate. And we don't think of God of hating anything. We think of God as a loving God and a forgiving God and having his creation, all of us, in his mind, to where he sent his son Jesus because he knew that we needed a Savior, and he knew there was sin in our lives. But he uses that term in Proverbs 6, verse 17, 7 things that God actually, he uses the term hate. Think about those things. One is a lying tongue, and we know that God hates those that lie. And the other one is a false witness. That's more lying. The other is a haughty eyes, where you're looking up and thinking about how great you are, and not keeping in mind that it is God, that whatever you have, that is given that, all of that to you. And the other one, the next one after that, is the shedding of innocent blood. So my question to everybody that's listening is, what is more innocent than a unborn child? I have to ask, where is the rights of the child? What rights does that child say? What voice does that unborn child have to say when it's put into that position of going into a Planned Parenthood, into an abortion type of a scenario? I want to talk about for a few minutes, the connection that we have from the beginning, when we're being developed inside our mother's womb, that there's a connection between us and God right from the beginning. Jeremiah writes in chapter 1, verse 7, that before you were formed in the womb, I knew you. I knew you. So that's the connection. It's not just some kind of thing that just happens all of a sudden. But God is saying, Jeremiah is writing that before we were formed, I knew you. I know who you are. And that's a connection that we have with God.